How the Voice cast rallied around Kelly Clarkson and Reba McEntire after Brandon Blackstock's passing. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Two key members of the Voice cast suffered a tragedy recently after Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband and Reba McEntire's stepson, Brandon Blackstock, passed away at the age of 48. When speaking with US Weekly at the opening night of Broadway's Jeff Ross' Take a Banana for the Ride in New York City on Monday, August 18, The Voice host Carson Daly detailed how they have been supporting the two through this tough loss. "It's been tough," Daly said. "We all knew Brandon well, and we are a family. I was working with Reba last week. Everything was fresh, so we've just been sending our prayers and support to them," he added. "It's a terrible situation. It's really no different than what you would do for your family members," Daly concluded. "You let them know you're there, you're praying for them, and you're giving them space at the same time." Blackstock passed away after a 3-year battle with melanoma. He was previously married to Clarkson from 2013 to 2022, during which time the couple had 2 children, River Rose, 11, and Remington, 9. As for McEntire, she was married to Blackstock's father, Narvel Blackstock, from 1989 to 2015. Kelly Clarkson set to return to The Voice. According to TMZ, Clarkson is set to return to The Voice as a coach. She reportedly skipped one taping for Season 29's Battle of Champions in early August, which took place immediately after Blackstock's death. She will join stars Adam Levine and John Legend as coaches for the season. During the battle rounds where she was absent, Jennifer Hudson temporarily filled in. Reba McEntire posts loving tribute for Brandon Blackstock. McEntire took to Instagram after Blackstock's death to post a sweet tribute to her stepson, which included numerous photos of the two together. "Last week, my stepson/oldest son Brandon Blackstock went home to be with God. His struggle is over and he is in eternal peace in God's presence," she wrote. "There is no one else like him, and I'm thankful for the time we had together. His legacy and laughter will be carried on through his family. Rest in peace, cowboy. Happy trails to you till we meet again." News of Blackstock's death was confirmed on Thursday, August 7, in a statement from his family. "It is with great sadness that we share the news that Brandon Blackstock has passed away," the family said. Brandon bravely battled cancer for more than 3 years. He passed away peacefully and was surrounded by family. "We thank you for your thoughts and prayers and ask everyone to respect the family's privacy during this very difficult time." When tragedy strikes in Hollywood or the music industry, it often reveals the depth of bonds that go far beyond contracts, red carpets, or competition. For Kelly Clarkson and Reba McEntire, 2 powerhouse voices with personal histories intertwined through family and music, the sudden passing of Brandon Blackstock was a devastating blow that sent ripples through their professional and personal lives. Brandon, who had been Kelly's husband and manager for many years, and the son of Reba's ex-husband Narvel Blackstock, was a complicated figure in their stories, but his loss was nonetheless profound. In the wake of the heartbreaking news, insiders say the Voice family, past and present, rallied around Clarkson and McEntire with support that transcended television rivalries or industry politics, creating a circle of care that showed how deeply the show's coaches and crew have become a family of their own over the years. Kelly Clarkson's connection to Brandon was long and layered. The two married in 2013, and for a time it looked like one of music's most enduring love stories. They shared a life, a home, and 2 children, blending their worlds while also collaborating professionally as he managed her career. But their divorce in 2020 was highly publicized and fraught with courtroom battles over property, spousal support, and custody. Kelly has been candid about the emotional toll, admitting in interviews and on her talk show that the split was one of the hardest seasons of her life. Brandon's death brought a wave of emotions back to the surface, both because of the complicated history and because of the shared children now left without their father. For Kelly, sources say the grief was layered with pain, shock, and a deep desire to protect her kids through such a tragic loss. It was in that difficult moment that her Voice family stepped in. Reba McEntire's connection to Brandon was different but equally profound. As the stepmother who helped raise him during her long marriage to Narvel, Reba was part of his formative years. Even after her divorce from Narvel in 2015, she maintained affection for Brandon and continued to see him as part of her extended family. The news of his passing was said to have devastated her, with friends describing her grief as quiet but deep. Reba has always been known as a resilient figure in country music, someone who has weathered personal heartbreak and professional challenges with grace. But those close to her say the pain of losing Brandon was unlike anything she'd have faced. Her return as a coach on The Voice meant she was surrounded by people who understood the enormity of the moment and could give her space and support in equal measure. The Voice has long been more than just a singing competition. Over the years, the coaches and crew have created a tight-knit environment where friendships blossom and rivalries are good-natured. When Clarkson joined the show in 2018, she quickly became one of its most beloved figures, her bubbly personality and powerhouse vocals making her a natural fit. She often credited the show with being the source of joy and normalcy during her divorce, a place where she could focus on helping others chase their dreams. Reba's addition as a coach years later, stepping in after Blake Shelton's departure, brought a new wave of excitement, but also a unique personal link given her family history with Brandon and Kelly. When the tragedy of Brandon's passing hit, the overlap of personal and professional bonds made the support from the Voice family all the more meaningful. Insiders close to the show revealed that producers immediately adjusted schedules to give Kelly and Reba the space they needed. Taping days were lightened, rehearsals were moved around, and both women were encouraged to take time off if necessary. What stood out most, however, was the way fellow coaches and crew rallied around them. Niall Horan, known for his sensitivity and charm, reportedly made a point to check in privately with Kelly, offering a listening ear and words of comfort. Gwen Stefani, who herself has navigated heartbreak and loss in the public eye, reached out to both women, reminding them that grief is a process and that they did not have to perform strength for the cameras. Even former coaches like Blake Shelton and Adam Levin sent messages of support, showing that the bonds built on the show extend well beyond the current season's lineup. For Kelly, the outpouring of love was both unexpected and deeply appreciated. Those close to her say she leaned heavily on her friends from the show, not only the coaches but also the behind-the-scenes staff, who have become like family after years of working together. She has always been candid about how much she values loyalty and kindness, and during this period, she found comfort in small gestures. Producers sending meals, assistants offering to help with her children during long days, and contestants dedicating performances to her strength. On her talk show, while she has not spoken extensively about Brandon's passing, her demeanor has reflected a woman balancing private grief with public obligations, and it is clear that the support she has received has helped her shoulder the weight. For Reba, who carries herself with a blend of warmth and toughness, the Voice family provided a similar sanctuary. Known as the matriarchal figure of country music, she is often the one giving support to others. This time, however, she found herself on the receiving end. Coaches and crew were said to be mindful of her moments of quiet reflection, offering hugs, shared prayers, and space when needed. Niall reportedly told crew members that watching Reba grieve reminded him of his own family losses, and he wanted to be there in any way he could. Gwen, too, bonded with Reba over shared stories of navigating grief while balancing the demands of public life. The moments may not have been broadcast, but insiders say they were some of the most heartfelt behind-the-scenes interactions in the show's history. The rallying of the Voice cast around Kelly Clarkson and Reba McEntire after Brandon Blackstock's passing is a testament to the power of community in the face of grief. It is proof that behind the spinning red chairs and the television lights, there is a family that knows how to show up when it matters most. For Kelly and Reba, the pain of losing Brandon will never fully fade, But the love and solidarity they have felt from their colleagues ensures they are not facing it alone. And for fans watching from afar, the story is a poignant reminder that even our idols need support, that even the strongest voices sometimes need a chorus to lift them up. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our American Idol YouTube channel for more updated news.